Okay, so hello and welcome to a new live stream. So today, we are going to work on my little side project, which is a game framework. Before we start, I will need to check if it's working. The audio is. Are you hearing me? Okay, so let's see. It's a game framework. So yeah, I see that the audio is actually working. So let's start. Okay, amazing. So this is Ayur, which is a game framework that I am not totally a game framework, but since wait, so the first step is that it's like it's built like a game framework, but it's actually also for creative coding, which is something like P5JS. I don't know if you know it. P5JS, which is this JavaScript library, which helps you make art using coding. So I do want to make something similar using C sharp. So yeah, it's now fully done using C sharp. It was first built using C, but the API framework, the core was built using C, but the framework was in C sharp. But then I just switched to fully using C sharp. It was uh, first of all it was built using Graylib because it was easy. So and I had more experience with it. So yeah, it was great, but I did have some limitation, and since Graylib was too high level, I just like it was like just copying Graylib. So what I did was switching to something like SDL and built on top of it some features that gives you access to higher level, like it makes things easier for you. So it's built using SDL3, not SDL GPU because I didn't learn it yet and it seems a little bit hard for me right now. So now I am just using the standard SDL and SDL image. So right now, let's see the currently available features are you can now create window using SDL. You can load images and render them using like we are using SDL image for that. And I am building right now some. I have now a color system. I just need to have predefined colors right now, like red, green, and blue, which I am working on right now. And you have some shapes rendering. You can now render a rectangle, a line, and a circle filled shape. And we have basic events like quit event support, which and more is coming soon. For now, I am working on simple color creation, which is building more into the Azure color class, adding like predefined colors. And also, I want to add more event systems into the event Azure event class, which is keyboard, mouse, and other events. And also, want to do additional shapes. More, what I mean about additional shapes like triangles and polygons, but also I want to add custom custom shape creation. Like I give you features to create your own shapes, just custom shapes. I give you just features that helps you create custom shapes, and which is in mind. I have planned for it. I tested it in another project, so I just need to add it to the framework. For the name, it's Ayur, which is like the moon in language in my native, not native language. It's just like language from my culture, which is Amazigh. Okay, so for future features, since it's mostly for creative coding, I will need to for game and creative coding, so it's for both. I will need an animation system for sprites and math-based animation like twinning and transitions and all of that. I want also shader support. So now it's built now using the standard SDL. Standard SDL don't give you shader support, like something that you will have using SFML. So for that, I will either need to use OpenGL or use SDL GPU. I don't know which one I will go with. I want to go with SDL GPU since it gives you access to modern modern APIs without like fighting with the verbose API for Vulkan or DirectX 12. But it's actually also backward. It's also going to be a little bit of a problem since supporting modern APIs like Vulkan and DirectX 12, meaning that some old hardware will not support the framework. But since like in Steam or in Steam, I know it's not like a game development framework, but in Steam, like 80% of devices in Steam uses supports DirectX 12, so it will not be a problem generally. But I will see for that. And yeah, so it's creating coding features inspired by processing in P5.js and similar frameworks. So as I said, I'm working. I want to add input handling. It's still not supported. And also cross-platform improvement. What I mean by that, currently the project doesn't build on Linux, and it's actually something that I need to work on. I will need to see where the problem is. So yeah. So this is all the comments I added and had here into here in this in this framework right until the beginning, which I guess I started it. Okay, so let's see. I started working on it on February 2025, which is about, I think I started before that. Yes, I started in January using using ArrayLib, and it was named, the framework was not named AU, so I just made a full rewrite for it, for the or full rebrand for the framework. The Rayleigh version had a little bit more features, but now since I switched to like SDL, it has now some a good amount of features that I can probably work with. Okay, so this is the program. Now, this framework is written like in unsafe C sharp. So it's written like in a C like manner, which is not good. What I will do is like I will change the whole API or the whole core for it, I think, so that when you want to write into this in this library, you will not need to use unsafe check in C sharp, or you will don't need to write in a C like way inside your C sharp code. So if you see this, you will think that you are writing C code, but it's actually C sharp. So if you run this, I hope it's going to work because I just cloned this from GitHub because it was a while ago. So yeah, it's working. Yes, I think so. The only thing that is not rendering. So what we are going to do is just go and open containing. Okay, so open folder. So yeah, this is the res folder which has the images we are using. So I'm just gonna copy it and just gonna put them in here. I don't know if there is a way to make this thing automatic, but I will see. So now if we run it again, it should work. Yeah, so now you can render images, render shapes, like now we have rectangle shape, and For rectangle shape, we have filled or not filled. This is optional for like, I think it's optional, yes. And by default, it's filled. And we have also rendering lines, and also rendering circles. So first, we have two sections, the core and the rendering section. For the core, we have the IUR event, which only have right now the quit event. And for IUR event type, it's just give you the type of the event. And I will actually work on that since I will need to add the keyboard writing event. For the window, which is a mess and it's actually need to be worked on and separated, since right now the window like handle the window creation, and also it render it takes like the where is it, the rendering code. Yeah, it takes also the rendering code, which is not very good. I will need to separate them, like creating the window and created the renderer, since the both the renderer and the window are put in the same place. For the rendering, we are going to start with the Azure color. So for the Azure color, it doesn't have right now like predefined colors. It just has like an RGBA. By default, it's like opaque, and if you want to make it transparent, you will need to modify this, which actually not is not it's optional actually for now, and also for the texture right now. For the textures, I don't know. So yeah, it's been a while since I worked on this. We need to check what this is used for, but I don't think it's very important. But I will keep it for now. So it's actually using STL image for that, and it helps me render it. So we have a load from file function, which load the image and check if it's actually there, if it's null or not. And also it creates texture from surface, and so that it's supported by the STL renderer. And we have also the destroy function, the render function, and also get width and get height. And if it's we check also if it's loaded. Now we go to the shapes. We have the shape class. So this is not actually important. We can just remove it since it's not used. Okay, we have now the shape class, which is using the STL renderer, of course. So the shape class is the main class for the shapes. For the rectangle shape, it's basic mathematics, just rendering with some, just like using SDL rect. So we are not using really mathematics in this, since it's actually predefined in SDL. So no need for that. The line shape is there is actually a render line function in SDL, so it made it way easier. So I just needed to like have colors and also have like the positions in the side and the position for the points. And we have also the circle shape. This one is not predefined. So I just used some points and some math so that I can just like render it. I take the points and I just calculate the radius and the width and height so that I can like render a circle. So yeah, most of the code right now is using predefined STL functions and mixing them with some custom functions, which make things easier. I will probably need to rewrite all of this using like OpenGL or using something like I don't know, SDL GPU, since I will need to have shader support. But for now, support is far from it's just like something that I am thinking about. But since I will need some, I will at in the future I will need to implement it. I might like need to have them in the framework. Okay, Lich. It's not actually a game. It's actually a framework I am building to create games and to do creative coding. So right now it just supports rendering like shapes and rendering images. So it's not actually a game, but a game framework. So yeah, I am not currently working on a game, but feel free. But I am actually working on another game. If you want to see, I had a live stream, like I guess the past month for it. So if you want to check my the game I am actually working on, it's actually Tuneroll, which is like this one and this one. Yes. So this is the game I am actually working on right now, which is which is in development, so it still needs a lot of work and it still needs a lot of things to be added to it. Yeah, it's just like this is the demo. If you want to test it, it's in my itch.io page, which is this one. This is the link for it if you want it. So this is the game I am actually working on. And this game framework is actually just my side project. I just like game technology and I wanted to learn to make my own framework for it. It's a good coding practice. Okay, so let's go back to the game framework. So, what will we need to add today? Like I said, okay, so let's just clean up this. There is some unusable things here that might need to be removed. Not might, they should be removed. Okay, here nothing, and here nothing. Okay, so I am not using this, and I am not using your core. So today we might work actually on the Azure color, which adds predefined colors to the game framework. I will need to work on that. Okay, so I don't have anything that I don't need here, right? Okay, so this is not needed at all. Okay, so let's see here in the comments I want to show you what I had in the previous version. So remove stride animation. Stride animation. I guess it's this one, probably. Oh yes. So I had a public class colors and I had like predefined colors which used the Azure color type and it was named black and new Azure color. So it's just basic color like handling. So thank you, Lich10. I just saw your comment in the chat. Thank you, and yeah, I hope you like my content. I mostly do these live streams once in a while, showcasing what I am working on, and sometimes I make videos. It's been a while since I made a video, but I think that live streams now are good since time is not really there. I don't really have a lot of time. So yeah, thank you for watching. Okay, so yeah, I will probably do the same thing. Now there is nothing like this. I don't really have something like this right now. Okay. So let's go to the. We don't need to have predefined colors by now. So we're just gonna go here in the Azure color. So yeah, in the public struct Azure color. So in the program.cs, we just create the Azure color type, and yeah, either we're going to do the same thing inside the class, or we're just gonna use like another one. Okay, so let's think. This one is Azure color, and yeah, I might need to create a new one, a new class, but I think I'm just gonna use the same class. We will first use the same class and think about it, and then see if I will need to create a new class. Oh, so the completion already knew what I was going to work on. Public static. Okay, so read only a your color, and I would just name it black first, and I'm just gonna make it equal to. Okay, so let's see if it's going to work, and or if I need to create a new class. So okay, where I am using colors, it's this one. Can I just like do something like this? I will just make it a your color, but black. This is the rectangle shape. So now, if I press F5 and run the project, yeah, it's black. So I can just create predefined colors in here. Yeah, so we have now black. I'm just gonna need white second. Okay, so white is going to be all the colors to 255. So I'm just gonna make it white. And yes, so 255 and 255 and 255. That's it. Now I'm just going to have red. So I'm just going to create the basic colors like black, white, red, green, and blue, which are actually the basic color. So let's create red, and let's have it 255 in the red section. And I'm just going to create right now blue, which is 255 in the last one, the last byte, and the last one, okay. And we're gonna have green, which is this one. Okay, so now we finished the basic predefined colors. I will add more into in the future. Hi, welcome to the live stream, and thank you for watching right now. So let's test them in the program. I tested this one with the Azure black color. So now let's just test the second one with the Azure color dot red. Yes. And this one, which is actually blue, I would just test it again with the blue one. Blue, and this one will be green. Okay, let's test it. F5. So today I am actually building a simple game slash creative coding framework. So it's mainly for creative coding. which is like a framework that helps you make art using code. For now, it looks like a game framework since the basics for it are needed, which are more closer to game development than creative coding. I have now rectangle rendering and line shape rendering and circle shape. For creative coding, I mean something like P5.js, if you know it. It's a JavaScript library uh, by processing, which is like helps you like render like art forms using code. So you can make art using just by coding. So I want to build something similar, but for now it's actually more of a simple and very small game framework that still needs a lot of features, and it's actually now very C-like in terms of API, which need to be changed. And actually, I will need to make it uh, more like object oriented or more C sharp in terms of coding style. Thank you for liking this project. So yeah, I want to try to make it better since now it's just like a piece of code that is more like uh, a small framework. It has some good features that makes things easier than working directly using SDL, but it's not the goal. It's actually need to be way more easier with more features. So now it just supports the very basic features for a game framework. So yeah, this is the project I am working on. So okay, maybe we can add. Okay, so let's just like colors RGB. Okay, RGB color chart. Okay, so let's add new colors. What is the name for this? I need I needed names for them. There's some colors that I don't even. Thank you. Switching over here. Hello and welcome to live stream. I see that 8 people are actually watching the live stream right now. Uh, Welcome and thank you for watching. So I need with names. I might need to look into that from Raylib. I don't know. Raylib has already predefined colors. Okay, so Raylib. Sorry if I'm going to see that from your source code, but actually I am actually going to just be inspired. I need names, and here they don't even give you names. So RGB calculator. I need the name for colors. I know how to like change. Stride already made that mistake. Which mistake? Yeah. Do you mean there's a color related mistake in Stride? I don't know. Hmm. Raylib. Where's the color? Raylib.core. And I need something related to colors. Huh, this one. So there's the colors here. So this is the light gray and dark gray. Oh, yes, I know that. Stride has its own math library and everything. I will not do that in my own game framework. I will make people use the system.math and everything, like the predefined C sharp math library. And I'm just going to do the rendering stuff using STL and just features that are not already in the language. For colors, I just wanted to build my own. I just wanted to build my own color system just for fun. I don't know. I want to. I want at least to have something custom other than the rendering. I will need to test using the. I didn't test using the predefined ones inside inside the C sharp inside C sharp, but I might need to test that. I just wanted to make my own colors and have my own predefined colors just for fun. Experience. I am not a very experienced person. Like I do have some experience. Like for I have been doing game dev for I don't know 5 years now, but I didn't really release any game just for fun, and I don't really have time, so that's I don't work full time actually. Yes, actually, yeah, yes, you're right. I will need to have the same layout system. Let's see how does it look. System color. Never used it actually. I'm just I don't know why I didn't think about it. So C sharp. Oh, what did I write? The color struct in system.drawing. It's similar to what I have actually. So yeah, it's actually very similar. It's just a struct with a bunch of bytes and like bytes type RGBA, and I had just a public function that defined them. So it's actually very similar to the one in the. I think it's going to work. Wait, let's try it actually. Using system dot drawing. Okay, so let's see how it's actually work. Okay, let's take this one. No, it's not supported. Since I have my own type, I forgot about that. Hmm, I might need to have something like that. I will need to look into that actually. Thank you. Read only record struct. I don't understand. I will search in Google for that. Struct. Struct. So, do you mean the colors that are only read only? Because that is they need to be like that. That is immutable. Its properties cannot be changed after it's created. The features of a record, such as value quality, record. You mean like this? Let's see. It's actually not working. System cannot convert system drawing.color to system.rendering.ayur color. So I will need to actually work on that. It just improves your code. Oh, okay. It just improves the code. Okay, so now I understand. So I will need to look into that more, make my game, my like framework, and also the everything work together. So okay, let's uh, let's continue. I don't know if it's okay. You can make Marshall method. So those are new keywords for me. Marshall methods. Okay, so that might be C sharp. Marshall methods. Marshall class. Unmanaged memory. Okay. The record struct means you equal override and you can use with syntax. Hmm. Record. Use record modifier to define a reference type that provides built-in functions as record class syntax as a synonym. Oh, with similar functionality. Read only record struct. Oh, okay. Both. Record that I made. Okay, that's actually interesting. Thank you for that. Okay, so the following two examples demonstrate. Hmm. Can't actually just make it read only. Okay, so let's try to understand more for of it. If their properties have the same values. So if they return the same value, oh, it does simplify a lot. Color struct system drawing. So they will need to actually, I from what I understood. So if they have the same value, and if you have the record, if you use the record and they have and two classes or types have the same value, right? If their properties have the same value, they can identify as the same objects. I really need to understand more about this person. Okay, so I will need to understand more about these C sharp features. Public record on employee. Okay, thank you for this. Thank you actually for this. So I will need to look how to implement this in my code. I don't know if it's actually so. No, actually. So let's see. I will see how Stride does that. So let's see. In terms of in the source, where are the colors? Stride.color should be in the engine. tried graphics and color. Is it in the color extension actually? I forgot where are the colors actually. In here. So public static. Are they even in here? It's not in graphics. Okay. So is it in rendering? I forgot where it was. It's not in effects. Obviously. And not even in here. What am I doing this? So sprite.engine. Never worked with the colors in Stride source code, so I don't really know where they are. I could maybe just search for them. Oh no, color. Is it in math? Oh, oh, okay. It's this one. Do you mean this one? So public partial struct color high equitable color. Yeah. Okay. So no, it's not this. Data contract partial struct. It's not. I don't know. Partial. Will it work right now? Program. It doesn't work. Okay. I will need them to actually be working together. Public color and so yeah, it's actually the same. You need an implicit cast override. These are new things for us. So cast override or what? In implicit conversion digit. Abstract class. So you must implement explicit or implicit operator. A helper to marshal from one struct to another. Okay. We'll look more about this implicit cast C sharp. Hmm. Public static class user defined conversion. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, let's see this one. Cast. Okay, let's see. Memory Marshall.cast. Yeah, actually, Microsoft docs are very weird. So we say that memory Marshall.cast. Hmm. Where should that be added actually? That one. Eh, To connect them together, yes. Okay. But if I want someone to use the system.drawing color struct instead of my color struct if they want to. So I need to have this implicit cast, okay. Yeah. Digit operator. Override the operator. Mm-hmm. So You mean memory marshal? This one. Dot override the cast. I'm still learning C sharp. Okay, so C sharp overriding cast. Explicit operator. Is a cast method. So now what am I doing? So in here, it's public static explicit operator. Hmm. Operator expected. Does it need to return something? Yeah, I didn't really understand that. Maybe we could, I don't know, ask Copilot. Maybe I can ask Copilot since you understand it. I didn't understand really. So just gonna make it work with the color struct system. Uh, so I just wanted to explain. Okay. Oh, do you mean like this? Color implicit operator from system.drawing to Azure color and implicit conversion from Azure color to system.drawing. Most likely, yes. Oh, okay. So public color to system drawing color. Okay. Okay, let's add it. Using system.drawing, adding implicit conversion is equal to color, and color is DAC, both work. Went from system drawing color for clarity. Yes. Okay. So public, let's test it. Public static, implicit. That's what you want. This allow you to, which is normally forbidden. Okay. So normally it won't work, but using this override implicit operator, it allows that. So I will need to understand more of that. I will see what the AI gave me would work. Operator. I will write it myself so that I can memorize it a little bit, and I will need to do a bit more research about that. It's the first time I am hearing about that. Yeah, I I don't work much with C sharp, but since I prefer using C sharp than other languages, I will need to work. I will need to learn more about it so that I can work more with more project using it. Color C and so yeah. So it's switch from system.driving.color to Azure.color. So normally right now it should work. We can add both. Let's test with this one. So normally right now it should support it. Normally, yes. So now it's actually supported. So if I just run it, now it does support it. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, yeah, like really. Thank you a lot. I do need to research more about that. I didn't want to use AI, but actually it's very useful. So yeah, thank you. So now normally the the color the like I can just use them. It just converts it to my own struct. So using the system.drawing struct just converts the just converts it to my own type. When you didn't need to. Yes. So I didn't really need to create a new struct. I can just remove it and actually just change it to just only support the system.drawing color. So yeah, I just needed to I might just keep my own and just like what you just told me now, what you teach me now. That's for marshalling. Memory cast. So you give it the memory. I will use that for now, and I will need to do research, a lot more research about that. So I will just save it here, just for I can remember to research about it, and if it's better, I might need to use it. So you have in memory color RGBA. So that in memory it saves that. Okay, so I think it's going to be more optimized from what I see. So I would just save it in memory marshal. And with marshalling, you say instead of color, just write there your color. Rest of the memory belongs now to that one. So you need the same layout. Okay, so I will save it and more research. I will either have stayed like that or just have the same layout as you said, or I would just drop the Azure color struct and just use directly the system.drawings.color, which is we're going to have more features, more color supported. So I will not need to have my own struct for that. Yeah, I remember using stride and using its own mathematical like uh, s- class had its own math class, and I mostly use the system dot the C sharp default math library. I don't use the Stride one, but yeah, I don't know why they created their own, but it's good. It has some features. It has, like, I guess, almost all the features in the default one. To system math. Yes, I saw that in the, I guess, in the Discord server. I saw that they wanted to remove the old one and just like use the system math. Oh, so in the past it was not that good. It's actually a, so when it wasn't good, they made their own. So yeah, it's actually a viable option to create your own if the if the default library is not good. But since now I guess it's very developed and it has a lot of features. Directly swapping has some problems. Oh, it might. Yes, actually. So stride math is has tolerance. System is only valid one. Is the only valid one right now. Okay. Yeah, I guess like switching to system dot math, like for the system math is I guess it's a better option since it's more supported. It has like more features, I guess, and Stride will not need to like just maintain another new math class. Yeah, so maintain like adding new things to maintain unnecessary, like without if so you don't need to create new things to maintain. So why create it? I did that now with the color struct. I just wanted to test it. I wanted to create my own, and I think that I will remove it and just use the default one. And yeah, so I guess that Stride needs to do the same for the math class. So I guess yeah, I will just like save this one so that I can remember it. I will do just research, but I will mostly just remove a your color, which is this one, my own struct color, and I will just use it. Okay, so let's see where I am using it. I am using it for the background. So the render draw color, which is the background color. I am using it, which is, where's the program? In here, I guess. Yeah, for the render for the background color. So technically, right now I just can color dot brown. So yeah, it just supports it right now. It just gives me a lot. Is this brown or red? It's more red than brown. I don't know. Yeah, I saw you work on like the sterilizer. I guess I saw you working on that. I don't understand much about it. I am also like not very good at like rendering. I just know for rendering I only worked with like libraries like SFML, so I don't really understand a lot about rendering. I am currently learning it. I am not the best at math also, and yeah, I mostly worked with C sharp. I mostly work with games and some UI using like WPF, and I am now learning about like Avalonia. Most of my projects are using. I just like in my school projects I used C, and I made a lot of projects using C++. mostly using SFML and for the competitive programming side, which I don't do much right now. So yeah, I am learning C sharp. I am learning Avalonia. It's interesting, and I want to learn more about rendering. True, true. Since a lot of people, like smart people, just want to over create or over engineer things. Like I don't know, but there are people that create their own programming languages or their own game engine from scratch just for to create a game. So creating a game engine is a good learning experience. Like I am now creating a game framework for learning. It's not going to be something for releasing a title or something. It's just for learning. If you at the link, so it's I guess it's your YAML. Okay. So I will need to load that. So let's just remove this one. Am I? Is it this one? Yes. I guess. Where is your account? It's this one, I guess. So you're working on the YAML serializer. It's this one, I guess. Next standard. Oh, yeah, it's this one. I guess this is the project you're working on. I saw it a while ago. I never used YAML, so I don't have experience with it. I might need to learn about serializing and everything like that. So yeah, so I don't know what does it do actually. YAML.cs. So I never worked on something like a project that needed something like that, but I will need to learn a lot of things. I'm I really need to learn a lot, so especially for the future. So it just writes object and reads objects. Is it something like JSON? I worked with JSON in the past. Is it something like that? About how it's done. Hmm. It reads objects and writes objects. I guess it's something like JSON. YAML is a superset of JSON. Oh, so YAML is just like JSON, but newer. Like it just add more features to over JSON. Something like C++ with C. I have worked with JSON in the past for like just for a game project. I guess. I guess it was for dialogue. I was like saving dialogues in a JSON file, and if it has a new a type of response, it just like load this line from the JSON. So YAML is you say that YAML is similar to JSON. Not every YAML is a JSON. Yeah, it's similar similar to C++ and C. Oh, so this is the official website. It looks very old. Yeah, we can understand it from Wikipedia. YAML is a human readable data serialization language. I will need to work on my pronunciation. What is AML is not a markup language, but it's understood for yet another markup language. So it's a markup language that doesn't like to be named as a markup language. Okay, it's just like XML and JSON. Nice. Yeah, it's YAML is just technically, I guess JSON is older than YAML. So yeah, JSON is weird to work with. I worked like some project with it and didn't work with it much. It was a bit weird to work with. If you look at my classes, okay, so your classes is it? You mean in the test? There's a lot of classes in here. Console app. Oh, so next YAML dot serialize. No, it's not this one. It's this one, I guess. It writes or next dot in parser, which is this one. Hmm. YAML it just reader, a text reader. It seems like an interesting topic. I so it's just I guess it's you're developing you're are you developing it for Stride like for the data. I guess Stride use a form of this form of markup languages for data. I guess I remember like an old project. I don't know that I checked. It was a game engine, I guess, that I wanted to start like. I wanted to modify something, and it was using JSON files for some data flow. I guess it was saving some data into the JSON files and just like and so like other files can read it. I guess game engines need this. Okay, Stride current YAML is useless in Stride and this. Okay, so you aim to replace the current YAML implementation in Stride with this new one. A lot of things in Stride needs to be like rewritten. I guess, from my opinion, a lot of things are a bit old. I don't know. Stride is a good game engine. Actually, the source code is pretty good, not that bad. That for someone like me that never worked with big code bases, it's just like a little bit weird to work with. Is horrible. And MS Build. So the old one is using MS Build. I don't know. So I for MS Build, I don't like understand a lot. It's mostly for building the project, but like the core use for it, you always is also just MS Build. Yes, I understand that. I just need to understand more about it. Like it's used in almost every C# project and almost all building project, even Godot use it. Never, I never deep dived inside like how it works and how it's used. And I always use it in, like when I am building a project or when I am using, like almost all open source projects I use needs MS Build. The configuration, it's your compile instruction. Oh, so it's just like compile instructions. Yeah, I really need just to start understanding what I use. Like sometimes I just use some things without understanding how they work. So I just use them and follow the documentation, which is a bad thing. Like, yes, you write Java. And I guess in C we use like GCC. The only build files I use, most of the build files I used are make files. They are horrible to write, but they work, I guess. So something like that. So yeah, make files. I understand it. I have used a lot of make files in my C and C++ projects. Yeah, it's like that. I like. I guess it's something like that. I have it here. I guess. I guess I was working on a project in the past, which is not in the past. I guess it's just today. It's just like a small project. I don't know, for fun. I had nothing to do. It's something like this. Your what to do file. So MS Build is similar to this. I really need to understand how it works. So MS Build and create projects. So technically, MS Build just like helps to target and build. Yeah, there is still a lot of things to learn. This project is very interesting. I might need to read more about YAML and how it works, and maybe look into this project. I really want to work on Stride. Currently, I am working actually on a pull request on Stride. I Yes, it's this one. It's still not merged, but it's done. Like initial work on running a game from the new editor. I worked on it like more than 6 months ago, and I just like finished it just, I guess, 2 weeks ago, or I guess 1 week ago. I finished it, but there was some problems that needed to be fixed. There are still some problems, but I guess they are not related to the this like pull request uh, topic, which is like it's out of scope for this pull request. So yeah, they don't. It's not like inside. It's not related to what I am working on. The building and running the project from the new editor is working, but the Stride project needs some modifications to work, which is weird. It's actually internal. If I only had .NET 8, it would work, but having two .NET versions just mix up this Stride project. How much? Okay, so the live stream now is like 1 hour and 22 minutes. There is still time. What did we do? We had just I just explained about my project and had predefined colors, and I just found out that I don't and just wait, I knew, but I just like realized that I really don't need to create my own color struct, and I can just use the default one. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what to say. Maybe thank you for watching, and I hope you like this live stream. Next time we will work on a more, like, because we will work on more about this. I started this live stream a bit late, and I have something to do right now. So goodbye to another live stream, and maybe next time we will work more about this, and more features into this game framer. In the next live stream, we will probably remove this. I will either do it in live stream or outside the live stream. I guess mostly it will be in the live stream. I will remove the Azure color struct and just like modify the code to only use the like the main or the default system drawing color struct, because I don't think I need this one since the other one has more features. So yeah, thank you for watching. Before we go, if you like this project, maybe you can give it a star. It's in Arabic Dev. The name is Ayur. If you liked it, give it a star, and maybe follow me on GitHub too, and follow this channel. Like follow my YouTube channel. My Twitch link is also in the description in YouTube, or if you are watching me from Twitch. I am now live streaming in both platforms. So yeah, I hope I hope like that you liked what I am doing right now, the project I am working on. And if you want more, just write a comment, or like if you want to like also work with me, and if you find an issue in my framework, just write, just create an issue and tell me. So now I will need to work on that too, like the issue to build on Linux. And I really need to learn also about this new thing like MS Build, and learn more about C sharp features that I will need to use in my game framework. I really need to learn a lot of things in C sharp. So yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye to another live stream.